I'm privileged to host our annual Senior Awards event. Today we will be honoring the tremendous accomplishments of our seniors. The awards will be announced by the different leaders of the departments in the school: academics, campus ministry, student activities, honor societies, athletics, and other areas of student life. If you listen carefully, you will hear over half the senior class receive awards today, a great testament to the diversity of talent in this class. And although this does not include every student in the class of 2021, this does not diminish the accomplishments of every graduate. Every student can point to a moment of inspiration or joy in his 4 years at Serra, a moment when he was proud of something he achieved. This is what makes Serra so great. You are all brothers. As you hear awards announced, let's take this opportunity to celebrate these accomplishments rather than be sad about what we've lost over the last year as we work through the many challenges of teaching and learning in the midst of a global pandemic. Let's also acknowledge the tremendous commitment of the community of educators at Serra, most notably our amazing teachers. The words of our Serra school prayer, "Let us never give up," have never carried so much meaning and sense of purpose. Seniors, on behalf of our entire faculty, staff, and administration, we honor you today. Thank you.
Welcome to Senior Awards Night. Thrilled to have our seniors and your family join us as we celebrate the excellence and the work that you've done this year. I know how this story will be told in the future. Year after year, they will refer to the year 2020-2021 as the year of the pandemic. That's not the way I'm going to tell the story. You're the story. You seniors who persevered, who worked, who demonstrated excellence, not just in your senior year, but in your junior year, much less freshman and sophomore years. You have demonstrated what it means to be a Padre. You did that at the most difficult time. You showed resilience. You showed grit. You showed the ability to adjust and to change to the circumstance. You worked with your teachers, your coaches, your play directors, administrators, counselors to achieve success. This is your night. I love seeing the seniors walking through the hallways as we have this past week, wearing their college sweatshirts. That shows where they're going, but more than where they're going, it also tells the story of their success and perseverance. And so tonight, that's what we celebrate. What it means to be a Padre. A Padre who demonstrates respect, integrity, inclusion, and compassion. That's what you have done. And so when we hear these academic awards, when we hear these awards of tremendous service, when we hear the awards of the performing arts, when we hear the awards of athletic excellence, we will tell your story and your success that demonstrates this excellence. We congratulate you. We congratulate your families who are part of this evening. We congratulate your teachers and the entire community who celebrates with you, because your success is a success that we all share. Let us continue the night with the Serra School prayer. Lord God, from you comes all that is good, all our talents and abilities. Help us develop these gifts even when it means hard work. Help us face the reality of working together as a community. When necessary, help us deal with pain and disappointment. Be with us in our endeavors. In the spirit of Unipero Serra, let us never give up. Let this dedication in our lives today help us grow in faith, maturity, and life for tomorrow. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
As the principal of Serra High School, I have the privilege of leading a group of professionals whose responsibility it is to teach each young man on his 4-year course of study at Serra. Serra continues to be a community that takes a balanced approach to teaching and learning. We recognize that each student has his own way of learning as we move them forward on their 4-year journey to reaching their full potential. Every day, a Serra teacher's balanced approach creates a learning environment that both challenges and supports their students' learning style. I cannot be more proud of the teachers at Serra. Through this integrated approach to teaching and learning, our College and Guidance Counseling Department and Academic Resource Center supports each student as he progresses throughout Serra. Parents and guardians, your son is your greatest gift. We are humbled to be on this journey with you as a family during the formative years of high school, and for that, we say thank you. Padres, today we recognize both your academic and student life achievements. Each of you, in your own way, represents what it means to be both a gentleman and a scholar. This year in particular, as a school community of students, teachers, and families, we got it done. None of this has been easy. Our communal lived experience continues to affirm that Serra is a place where each person is valued for who they are and are guided towards something that is both a mystery and brings hope for a better tomorrow. Our tomorrows are sown in the works of today. At Serra, the hope for tomorrow ensures we know our story, understand our sense of duty and responsibility, and as one community, we continue to move forward to make the world a better place for all. We are one Serra Padre community, one family within our real and lived experience. Share your story. Be proud of your intellectual curiosity and scholarly accomplishments. Become the voice of change, with the hope that tomorrow can be better than today, and that each day makes a difference in both your own lives and the lives of those around you. Congratulations on your scholarly achievements as you live out what it means to be a Padre for Serra High School. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020-21.
Good evening. My name is Serra Peterson, and this is my son Carson. We are here to present the 8th Annual Kirk Peterson Good Samaritan Award and Scholarship. My late husband, Kirk Peterson, passed away in July of 2013. He gave his life heroically while attempting to save the lives of multiple car crash victims on Highway 280. Kirk is Serra High School alumni, class of 1998. This award was created in his honor to recognize a Serra High School senior who best portrays Kirk's characteristics. Kirk was compassionate towards all and was the first to be of assistance to family, friends, and even strangers in need. Kirk was kind, selfless, positive, generous, brave, and humble. He is a much-loved and respected member of his friends, family, and his community. The way he lived his life continues to inspire those who knew him and those who have heard his story to be a better human being. Kirk embraced brotherhood. He met all of his best friends while attending Serra. The bond they created while at Serra continues to be unbreakable. One of Kirk's mottos for life was family first. His loving and proud parents, Barry and Selena Peterson, embedded this value within him. Kirk loved Serra High School. Some of his best memories took place on this very campus. He dominated the school's basketball court, and he was proud to be a Padre. He was a man of faith, and he carried his religious values and virtues into the world with him. His faith and love for God was always supported and empowered by Serra High School. Kirk was a giver of random acts of kindness. He gave without expecting anything in return. He showed up when it counted, and he would always lend a helping hand. He was honest, accountable, and a person of his word. Kirk chose to do things the right way instead of the easy way. Kirk worked hard. He loved intensely. and he lived his life with purpose and passion. He truly had a heart of gold. He died the same way he lived. A hero, everyone's friend, and a true good Samaritan. Your teachers and administrators chose a student that best portrays Kirk's characteristics and reflect Kirk's profound way of living and decision-making. The student has proven that he is a true good Samaritan and deserving of this award. To be like Kirk is to be like one of the greatest, and this young man seems really great to me. We are so proud and honored to present the 8th annual Kirk Peterson Good Samaritan Award and Scholarship.
And the scholarship goes to
Alex Sandoval. Congratulations, Alex.
My name is Billy Burns, and I'm the Director of Campus Ministry. It's my great honor today to present awards to some very deserving students. Today, we honor the recipients of this year's Graduation Medal for Campus Ministry who have embodied the values of faith and service. This year, we are awarding the medallion ex aequo of equal placement. Both of these young men have participated in campus ministry programs since their sophomore year. They have gone on retreats, led the freshman, sophomore, and junior retreats, and when we needed someone to come on campus this year while we were still in distant learning to record a reading for a virtual mass, each of these award winners were there, and they were the first ones to put their mask on and a Serra polo to come to campus and help us with our programming. They have served as advisory leaders the past 2 years, and this year in particular, they helped the sophomores and juniors process the powerful conversations from Mr. Ashanti Branch. Lastly, they each were committed leaders in our Encounter program, showing up every other Tuesday evening on Zoom to check in and share about their faith journey. Whenever we needed something done in campus ministry, they were our go-to guys. Each of our medallion winners has their own deep and abiding faith in God, which guides them, and I know they are committed to living the gospel message of serving others. Congratulations to this year's ex aequo winners of the Graduation Medal for Campus Ministry, Bruno Gano and Justin Gilmore. Congratulations also to seniors Miles Chang, Jack Marks, Eric Stump, and Zach Vernon, who are also being recognized as Campus Ministry Certificate winners because of their leadership and commitment to Encounter and all the programs in campus ministry. Thank you for serving us this year and our community. Congratulations, gentlemen. Our Fiat Award is given annually to one member of the senior class. The acronym FIAT stands for Direct Interaction with the Financially Impoverished, the Ill, the Aged, and those with disabilities. Jesus was known to have served these populations, and it is through his example that we ask our padres to serve the neediest in our community. The Fiat Award is given to 2 senior students this year who embody the same characteristics that Jesus Christ did in how he served others. Both of these seniors had a total number of Fiat hours that greatly exceeded those of others in their class, and they have shown dedication to serving one or more of the marginalized Fiat populations over their 4 years at Serra. This year's award is presented to Rafael Luis Santos, who has logged nearly 200 Fiat hours in consistent volunteering at Mills Peninsula Hospital. For 2 years, Rafael was a regular volunteer at Mills, assisting patients leaving the hospital and greeting those who entered. As an Encounter leader who has been deeply committed to his leadership role, Rafael was able to share about his volunteer experience and the impact it has had on him with the sophomores and juniors on retreat this year. He wrote, The most rewarding thing about working with this particular marginalized population is having different interactions with every patient, having conversations, and learning about the people around you. I learned that God is with everyone. Raphael certainly understands the gospel value of servant leadership, and we know he will continue to serve those who are most vulnerable in the years to come. Congratulations, Raphael, on winning the Fiat Award. Senior Ryan O. is also being recognized as the honorable mention for the Fiat Award. Ryan has logged over 300 Fiat hours over the course of his 4 years at Serra, primarily serving as a summer intern with the Boys and Girls Club in Redwood City. Ryan kept helping last summer when COVID-19 was disproportionately impacting certain communities. He reflected on his experience and wrote, "I learned about how necessary it is for our communities to come together and help those who may be suffering financially or emotionally during times of struggle." Ryan's deep concern for the other and his overall commitment to service in our community, especially with populations sitting at the margins, is a testament to his faith and his dedication to the mission of Serra High School. Ryan is also a senior encounter leader, and we are so proud to offer this award to him. Congratulations, Ryan. Christian service is a requirement of all students. It's something that we as a school feel strongly about, strongly enough that the word service is even included in our mission statement. Today, we recognize those students who have gone over and beyond the minimum requirement for Christian service. These are two names that you heard earlier. Rafael Luis Santos is receiving a Christian Service Award for logging more than 320 hours, and Ryan O. is receiving a Christian Service Award for logging nearly 400 hours. So congratulations again to both Rafael and Ryan for winning a Christian Service Award. Thank you for your service.
Hello, my name is Mary Beth Ortiz, and I'm the Assistant Principal for Student Life. I will be announcing some of the Leadership Awards today. The Leadership Award is presented to students who exemplify leadership in the areas of student government, campus ministry, and/or athletics. Points are awarded for the various leadership positions available in each of these programs. The seniors who have received this award are Dominic Barcy, Elijah Buon, Nicholas Button, Jonah Camacho, Nicholas Carmichael, Matthew Serza, Miles Chang, Lucas Degoni, Bruno Geno, Justin Gilmore, Dylan Glass, Sioeli Hilu, Sean Harai, Owen Huang, Brandon Jones, Michael Kamenis, Cody Kuksick, Anthony Landaverde, Kai Lim, Jack Marks, Ryan Mitchell, Chad Morrison, Ryan O, Pablo Ocio, Liam Pearl, JT Rich, Jackson Sanders, Alejandro Sandoval, Rafael Luis Santos, Joseph Scatina, Jack Scarce, Julian Schaffner, Eric Stump, Jacob Thorell, Matt Vernon. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Hello, my name is Michael Langridge, and I'm the Student Activities Director here. I'll be announcing some of the Student Activities Awards. First, for the Graduation Medal for Activities, we have Senior Nico Button. Our Graduation Medal for Service goes to Senior Lucas Degoni. The Outstanding Student Award goes to a student with a cumulative 3.5 GPA unweighted or a 3.7 GPA weighted, while having participated in one or more extracurricular activities and maintained a good disciplinary record. Congratulations go out to the following seniors: Alejandro Brent, Johnny Brozovich, Nicholas Button, Matthew Kamichia, Jonathan Chang, Miles Chang, Jared Benny Coloma, Will Denning, Jackson Furukawa, Justin Gilmore, Dylan Glass, Michael Kamenis, Daniel Kazarian, Joseph Lee, Feselue Luilamaga, Ethan Menor, Ian Napetian, Pablo Ossio, Alejandro Sandoval, Rafael Luis Santos, Tyler Scamalia, Eric Stump, and Christopher Wieslow. Congratulations, seniors.
I am Gail Rosenberg, the Director of the Academic Resource Center, and it is my pleasure to confer the Academic Resource Center Senior Certificates to the following deserving young men. The first Certificate of Excellence is given to Max Ho, an ARC member whose learning differences was not identified until 9th grade. Max knew that he learned differently, but he was so diligent about his studies that it was not discovered sooner. Once Mac became a member of the Academic Resource Center, he embraced all of the strategies and accommodations available to him, and his grades soared. Max learned the guitar in 8th grade, and one of his most amazing experiences was playing the national anthem at the Jungle Game. He was fantastic. Max will be attending the University of Arizona in the fall and will be majoring in business, marketing, and minoring in music. The certificate states, Maxwell Ho has shown significant growth in his academic skills, became proficient in advocating for himself, and developed a solid foundation for future personal, academic, and spiritual success. The next Certificate of Excellence is given to Trace Lamar, who has learned over his 4 years at Serra how to use his strengths to compensate for his challenges and became a successful student. Every year, his academic work has improved, and last semester he earned all A's and 1 B. Trace has taken all the skills he learned as a quarterback, leading his JV football team into the classroom to become an active member of the class. Trace's goal is to become a firefighter and study fire science in college. He will be attending Serra College in the fall. The certificate states, Trace Lamar has shown significant growth in his academic skills, became proficient in advocating for himself, and developed a solid foundation for future personal, academic, and spiritual success. The next Certificate of Excellence is given to Jared Benny Coloma, whose diligence since becoming a Padre in the 9th grade has been wonderful to witness. I have always been impressed with Benny's happy, friendly, and respectful manner. From Benny's first day at Serra, he incorporated all that the ARC had to offer and worked to his greatest potential. In addition to his academics, Benny has been an important member of our football team, wrestling team, and track and field. Outside of school, Benny has been an active Boy Scout, giving back to his community. One of Benny's passions has always been sea life, and he's looking forward to studying marine biology in college. Benny has been accepted to several universities and is in the process of making a final decision. As the certificate states, Jared Benny Coloma has shown consistency, demonstrating a strong work ethic and high achievement in his academic classes. To become proficient in advocating for himself and he has developed a solid foundation for future personal, academic, and spiritual success. The next certificate of excellence is given to Jackson Oram, who has always aimed to achieve. He takes great pride in his academic organization and is very goal-oriented. These qualities have been paramount in his academic success. He has embraced all that the ARC has to offer and is proud of his accomplishments. In addition to Jackson's success in the classroom, he has also been a valued member of the varsity wrestling team, a sport he has been involved in since third grade, and the track and field team as well. One of his proudest moments and accomplishments is his acceptance into the National Honor Society. Jackson is looking forward to attending college, and I am sure he will continue to be successful. He has been accepted to his top choices and is in the process of making a final decision. As the certificate states, Jackson Oram has shown consistency, demonstrated a strong work ethic, and high achievements in his academic classes, became proficient in advocating for himself, and developing a solid foundation for future personal, academic, and spiritual success. The final certificate of excellence is given to Jacob Thorell, who has proven himself as an outstanding student, earning a cumulative GPA of 4.25. He has been on the principal's list for all 4 years and is a member of the National Honor Society. In addition to achieving in the classroom, he has been an active member of the Serra community. Starting in 9th grade, he was a shadow host for prospective Padres, involved in student government in 10th, 11th, and 12th grades, was a senior encounter leader, a big brother, and a member of the football team, as well as being on the track and field team. He has also coached young people in both basketball and football. Through his time at Serra, he has been motivated to strive for his highest goals, and this year he has successfully been enrolled in 4 AP classes. He is looking forward to studying psychology in college. He has been accepted to many of his top choice universities and is in the process of making a final decision. The certificate states, Jacob Thorell has contributed to Juniper Serra community in word and deed, has become proficient in advocating for himself, and developed a solid foundation for future personal, academic, and spiritual success. Congratulations to these 5 deserving recipients of the ARC Certificate of Excellence Awards.
Welcome, parents and senior award recipients. My name is Tom Sullivan, and I'm the English Department Chair. Tonight is a great night, an occasion for us as administration and faculty leadership to honor you as parents for encouraging your sons to strive and excel in the strangest and most difficult of times, to pursue knowledge and understanding of our world through literature, drama, and poetry. It is really our students' special night, however, for having turned everything in on time and done really good in English. So I thought it would be appropriate to take a moment to introduce our senior certificate winners and our medalists in the form of an AP English literature prompt and essay. First, the prompt. In a well-written speech, using apt and ample examples from multiple sources, explain how these students distinguish themselves from their peers throughout the school year. Over the course of the school year, the following students approached their studies in AP English Literature with a kind of complex attitude, at once determined and intense, curious, refined, and academic, yet inquisitive and at times even playful. Their teacher, Mrs. Lowenstein, related to me that they were a joy to teach, even in these most difficult of times. Let's take a moment and recognize the following students for their outstanding effort and achievement in AP English Literature. Certificate recipients: Nico Button, Will Denning, Luke Degoni, Kellen Hutchinson, Chad Morrison, Ian Nepetian, and Rafael Santos. Our medal recipients tonight represent a strong trio of scholars. Let's recognize our English medal runners-up, for which Mrs. Lowenstein shared with me these observations. Aditya Patak has been a pleasure to teach because he is not the sort of student who only works hard when grades and points are involved. In class discussions and in written assignments, Aditya has demonstrated intellectual curiosity combined with intrinsic motivation to always go above and beyond in his work. His contributions to class discussion have been insightful, and his writing is always articulate and thought-provoking. Justin Anderson is an exceptionally good writer who has remained fully engaged with the AP English Literature curriculum during this especially challenging year. He has an excellent grasp of an author's writing technique in any given story, as well as his perceptive ability to read between the lines of what is written. Not only that, but he can converse and write about these things in an intelligent and professional, yet personable way that gives his work the appearance that is effortless. Lastly, it is with great pleasure that I recognize our English medalist for 2021, Cheyenne Kotari. As Mrs. Lowenstein related, Cheyenne is an extraordinarily articulate and intelligent person. Cheyenne chooses just the right words for the occasion every single time he sits down to write. He understands how words can evoke a feeling or a mood, compel others to action, or cause them to reflect. He also comprehends the complexities inherent in the texts we read in AP English Literature and can explain them in a way which everyone who reads his analysis gains clarity. Cheyenne uses words in a way that provides his teachers and his classmates with significant insight. And lastly, the Maury Welsh Memorial Award for Journalism goes to senior Ian Nepetian. Ian began for the Serra sports section of the Serra Friar as a junior. His clean, thorough, and insightful pieces identified him as one of the top writers in the staff. In his senior year, Ian decided to take on a leadership role with the newspaper staff as an editor. There were several editor positions open. However, the sports editor position was already filled. Here, Ian's versatility as not only a writer, but as a team member really shined. He said, "I'll do whatever you need me to do." And with that, he became the news editor. He continued to write well, but just as importantly, he exercised a gracious respect for his section's reporters, as well as a thoughtful sensitivity to the stories his section covered. Ian's professionalism set the tone for the newspaper staff. Let's honor all of these students with a warm round of applause, mostly for them, but a little for yourselves as parents. For it is through your encouragement and gentle guidance that they have done so much, so well. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Christopher Buckles, the chair of the Theology Department, and it's my pleasure to award the certificates, honorable mentions, and theology medal for the seniors of the class of 2021. The first semester of senior theology is a chance for the students to explore what type of man they want to be. They read about, think about, and discuss what it means to be a true man as a son, a brother, a friend, a husband, and a father. The second semester, they look at what it means to be a true man in a broken world, examining a social justice issue intimately. They research a problem, construct an argument, interview an expert, and design a course of action to ameliorate the issue. And then they share what they learn on a website with the freshmen. In both semesters, they use the person and teaching of Jesus as a guiding light in their studies. These young men tonight represent the finest thinking in writing. The theology faculty is proud to present them with these honors. The senior certificates in theology go to Zach Vernon, Jackson Oram, Andrew Liang, and Dylan Shaw. I also have the honor of presenting a senior certificate in philosophy. In this elective, students develop their ability to think critically and creatively, using big questions and thought experiments as their subject matter. Throughout the course, they practice constructing and critiquing arguments, both in writing and in spoken discussion. The certificate goes to Will Denning. The Senior Medal Honorable Mention Awards in Theology go to two students who have consistently gone above and beyond the expectations of their teachers these last 4 years. They're hardworking and insightful. They enjoy challenges, and they want to make the world a better place. The two Senior Medal Honorable Mention Awards go to Ethan Menner and Ian Nepetian. The Senior Medal in Theology honors a student who has excelled throughout his 4 years of theology. Dr. Megan says of the student that he is the theology student every teacher hopes to have. He approaches the subject with both an open mind and an open heart, investigating ideas, probing and questioning until coming to insightful conclusions. The Senior Medal in Theology goes to Isaac Robles. The theology faculty is proud of these students and the entire Junipero Serra High School class of 2021. Congratulations.
Bonjour, buenos dias, guten tag, and ni hao. My name is Mary Dowden, the French teacher here at Serra, and I have the honor of representing the World Languages Department as their chair. Today, I'm thrilled to celebrate these seniors who have pursued academic excellence and inspired others to reach higher, branch out of their comfort zone, and build the foundation of being lifelong learners and global citizens. In this time of physical distancing, we recognize the importance of global connection and inspiration. The French have a saying, un homme qui sait deux langues en vaut deux. Simply put, a man who knows 2 languages is worth double. Languages open the mind and opportunities. These students who are being recognized by our World Language Department share our passion for cultural awareness, social engagement, and a desire to bond with humanity with dignity, peace, and understanding. In class, they are leaders, role models, tutors, researchers, and strong communicators. So it is with my pleasure that I present to you the class of 2021 World Languages recipients. In addition to the language awards, we have a special Seal of Biliteracy. This is for students who have qualified for the Graduation Seal of Biliteracy by demonstrating proficiency in 2 or more languages by the high school graduation, earning at least an A- in both their world language classes and their English classes. These gentlemen are Miles Cheng for Mandarin, Michael Kamenis for Spanish and Greek, Alejandro Sandoval for Spanish. Senior certificate recipients are Eli Angelic for German, Kelly Hahn, a student at Mercy, for Mandarin, Kat Fontana, a student at Mercy, for German, Maya Grant, a student at Mercy, for German, Owen Wang for Mandarin, Taishi Matsunanga for Mandarin 2, Liam O'Brien, German, Ryan Olfs, Spanish, and Rafael Santos for French. Our honorable mentions for the Language Department Awards go to Miles Chen for AP Chinese. Ms. Chen says that Miles is an outstanding student in the Mandarin program. He always devotes his time in his homework and prioritizes project due dates to meet class expectations. Not only is he a standout individual, but also possesses unique qualities and a personality to be a good team player. He is a role model of a responsible global citizen. Congratulations, Miles. Durgesh Reddy is from Miss Zavala's Spanish 7-8 class. Ms. Zavala says, Durgesh has always been one of the best. He's one step ahead of the game. His projects and contributions to class discussions, his kindness and compassion are exemplar. He shows excellence throughout his studies. His dedication and personal drive will serve him well and will open many doors for his future successes. He is truly a cut above, the best of a fabulous group of senior students. Congratulations, Durgesh. And the World Language Department Medal goes to Michael Kamenis. For this award, we asked his mentor and former AP Spanish teacher, Dr. Meda. So from Idaho, she sends her missive. Michael is a wonderful young man whose love of languages and their cultures is not only a passion of his, but something he wants to share, use daily, and keep on increasing his knowledge of the subject. When we first met Michael, this young man came into the World Languages Department and started speaking in fluent Spanish, inquiring about my courses, asking what he would need to do in order to be well prepared for class, and meticulously taking notes while attentively listening. Oh my Lord, could this be for real? I had to quickly remember that I'm not teaching at USC. This is not a college student that walked into my office. Is this a senior? No, this was an inquisitive sophomore who loves languages. And through Spanish Honors and Spanish AP, Michael was always 100% there, always asking questions, contributing to the class, and helping others. He would always be ready to explain to a fellow student a grammatical concept or assist me with class prep and correcting. Yes, and he was a great department TA. Another thing about that we remember about Michael is, Doctora, what language should I learn next? Secretly, both Michael and Doctora wanted to get an Italian class going at Serra. A young man with a passion for languages, like the song says, what the world needs now. But I would change the words to the song to, what the world needs now is for more people that speak various languages and love to communicate. Communication is key for our world and for our future, understanding not just another language, but the culture attached to it and the history. What can I say? Michael, we will always remember your intellect, helpfulness, kindness, not only to Dr. Meda, but to other students and teachers at Serra. Whatever you do, just apply your passion and inquisitiveness, and you will excel. As a Deserita prayer says, strive to be happy in the next step in your education. Bravo, Michael. Bravissimo. Congratulations, Michael Kamenis. So congratulations to these World Languages Award, Senior Award recipients, and to the entire class of 2021. We're so proud of you, and we wish you the best as you continue your educational pursuits. So au revoir, adios, auf Wiedersehen, Zhejian, and have a good evening. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jim Heineke, the Mathematics Department Chair. It is truly an honor as a Mathematics Department Chair to recognize members of our senior class who have demonstrated a level of success in their math courses worthy of the department certificates and medals. Most of our honorees have completed a coursework over their time at Serra that has culminated in at least one of 2 AP Calculus classes, with 3 students achieving that last year's juniors, and also finding success in our other department offerings like AP Statistics, AP Computer Science, and our business courses. These recipients have truly lived out the words we recite in our Serra School prayer. In the spirit of Unipro Serra, let us never give up. Let this dedication in our lives today help us grow in faith, maturity, and life for tomorrow. A common theme for our entire awards program is the resiliency of our Padre community that they have demonstrated over the past year. This is what sets a Padre apart. Our senior recipients of the Math Department certificates, in recognition of their success, are Justin Anderson, Nico Button, Matthew Chulian, Lucas Degoni, Michael Kamenis, Ronan Manning, Taishi Matsunaga, Chad Morrison. In honor of his success in our business course offerings, we recognize Sean Harai as this year's recipient of the business certificate. Mr. Houle, Sean's teacher for those business courses, said that Sean has taken all 3 of our business elective courses here at Serra: virtual enterprise, business entrepreneurship, and business marketing. He has been an active participant in those classes, asking questions, seeking out further information, and offering his own perspective on topics. Additionally, he has truly excelled in his coursework through very detailed and precise analysis of the business strategies studied in those classes. Congratulations, Sean. We recognize Senior Matthew Serra as this year's Computer Science Certificate honoree. Our AP Computer Science teacher, Mrs. Keat, had glowing praise for Matthew. Not only was he deserving of this award for his success and hard work in the classroom, but also his selflessness outside of it. She commented, on top of being an awesome coder, he has also spent much of the pandemic taking old computers and rebuilding them so that older folks in the senior center he volunteers at can use them from home for things like emailing and Zooming with family. He codes because he loves computers and has used that to help those in his community who need it. He is an impressive yet humble young man. I personally had the pleasure of teaching Matthew when he was a sophomore, and I concur with Mrs. Keat. Matthew was not only an excellent student in the classroom, but he is an outstanding young man outside of it as well. Finally, it is an honor to announce that our Mathematics Department Medal for the 2020-2021 school year will be shared by Cheyenne Kothari and Aditya Pathak. Cheyenne and Aditya each took Advanced Placement BC Calculus last year and passed with the highest possible score of a 5. Not only are they taking our other AP Math offerings on campus, Cheyenne in AP Computer Science and Aditya in AP Statistics, but they are also enrolled in math classes at local junior colleges. Ms. Scaffini, their AP Calculus teacher last year, commented that they are shining examples of students with a combination of natural ability, disciplined study habits, and a keen interest in math. Both are Serra's versions of Renaissance men. They are excelling in AP courses across multiple disciplines. They are both outstanding musicians and members of the jazz ensemble, and both are members of athletic teams. In a typical year, when we would have this celebration in the gym, they would never even need a seat since they would be walking across the stage so often, collecting multiple medals and certificates from the various departments. On behalf of the entire mathematics department, we not only congratulate the certificate and medal winners for math, but all seniors who have been recognized as part of this awards program. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed, and we are proud of the commitment you and all your classmates have made to make Serra High School the place it is, even throughout the pandemic. We wish you nothing but the best in all your endeavors.
My name is Eric Plett, and I am the Science Department Chair. In science, we say that the glass is always full, unless it's in a vacuum. In science, we have a positive outlook even though our net charge is zero. We do experiments and dissections. Our science students pore over data and both discover and reaffirm scientific principles. In our science classes, students expand their preconceived limits to realize a new, higher potential. For this graduating class of 2021, we'd like to recognize 9 of our very best science students who have consistently done more than what was asked of them and have shown great promise. Each of these young men have taken at least 4 years of honors and advanced placement science classes. Some have even taken multiple AP science classes in the same year. I've compiled brief comments about each of our recipients. We have 6 senior certificates in alphabetical order. Luke Degoni, our student body president. He's outgoing, driven, hardworking, and off to UCLA or Notre Dame next year. Cheyenne Katari, multi-talented, active, jazz musician, mathlete, sorry Cheyenne, friendly, and he's off to Duke. Taishi Matsunaga, we got Taishi when he transferred from Japan, and we're lucky to have him. He's mild-mannered and always positive. Ethan Menner, also mild-mannered, modest, humble, and helpful. Jackson Sanders, organized, mature, ready for what's next, focused, friendly, hardworking, off to USF. Felix Zhang, very dedicated to his academics and, of course, successful. Next up, we have 2 students being honored tonight as Senior Medal Honorable Mentions. The first is a track athlete, hardworking, friendly, and very helpful. He carries 3 AP courses this year, including AP Physics 1. He pushes the envelope academically. Please give a huge round of applause for Senior Medal Honorable Mention, Will Denning. Next, honorable mention recipient is the president of the National Honor Society. He's been characterized by his friends as super nice, super smart, hardworking, and very active in clubs. He's carrying 5 APs this year, including both AP Biology and AP Physics 1. Please give a huge round of applause for our Senior Medal Honorable Mention, Rafael Santos. Finally, we honor our top student with the Senior Graduation Medal in Science. Our senior medalist is said to have a good sense of humor and works incredibly hard. This morning, someone told me that he is the smartest student they have ever met. He's extremely helpful and wants others to do well. He's carrying 4 APs, including AP Physics C. Next year, he's off to the University of Chicago. The accolades to his name are numerous and well-deserved. We are thrilled and honored to recognize our top science student of the year, our senior medalist, Aditya Pathak. Congratulations to all the Science Award recipients tonight, and thank you very much. Students, we thank you for all the hard work that you've put in this year. You have made yourselves and our science classes better. And to the parents, we thank you for raising such mature, hardworking, and outstanding young men. I leave you with a science electricity tip. When you're feeling negative and you want to be positive, just rub a comb through your hair. Now you're positive, and your hair might even look more like Albert Einstein. Good night.
My name is Rick Bozen, and I'm the chair of the Social Studies Department. Historian David McCullough wrote, "History is who we are and why we are the way we are." The young men we recognize here have exhibited that deep understanding of who we all are, and we are confident that they will make impressive contributions to who we will become. The class of 2021 has engaged in rigorous study of world history, U.S. history, and American government. Many of the young men honored here have earned a score of 5 on multiple AP tests. Senior certificates in social studies are awarded to the top members of the class based on their work during this past academic year. The recipients of certificates in the social studies are Cheyenne Katari, Lance Dorn, Joe Masher, Taishi Matsunaga, Joey Skatina, Aditya Pathak, and Owen Christensen. Congratulations, gentlemen. To be considered for the Senior Graduation Medal, students had to excel at the most rigorous social studies courses throughout their entire 4 years at Serra. They also needed to exhibit a passion for the subject through class discussions and active participation in co-curricular opportunities. The recipients of the Senior Medal in Social Studies Honorable Mention are Nico Button and Luke Degoni. Congratulations, gentlemen. And now for our department's top award, the Senior Medal in Social Studies. I asked the teachers of our medal winner to describe this young man. Here are their comments. They wrote that he was an active and eager historian. He was willing to challenge his own assumptions and opinions. He helped to drive class discussions and was always able to jump from serious conversation to humor. And he came prepared with thoughtful and insightful comments. He often would send the teacher links to articles or videos highlighting current course topics. And in this last year, he kept Zoom interesting with the rotating flags of the world background, and somehow the flag of Greece was displayed most often. We know he will go on to do great things at university. I am honored to present the 2021 Senior Medal in Social Studies to Michael Kamenis. Congratulations, Michael. Well done.
Hello, this is Mr. Long, and here are the Senior Awards for Visual and Performing Arts. The Senior Certificate for Art goes to Andrew Liang, and Senior Certificates for Ceramics go to Shane Healy, Dylan Glass, and Jax Sanders. Honorable mention for the Senior Graduation Medal in Visual Art goes to Liam O'Brien. This next student has been a part of the art program for 3 years. He consistently puts tremendous creativity and effort into his work. His instructors are constantly impressed by both his talent and enterprise. He has an intuition about color and composition, and there's great hope that he continues to explore his creative talents beyond Serra. The world is made brighter with his vision. We are pleased to honor Slaven Buljan with the Serra Graduation Medal for Visual Art.
The Yearbook Publication Award goes to Davin Kerwin. The Senior Drama Certificate goes to Aidan McKenna.
The National School Choral Award is the highest honor for high school choral performers. In recognition of his dedication and musical leadership for 4 years with Men's Chorus, a Triad Music Honor Society member, and countless honors to help with tuxedos, today we celebrate and honor Thomas O'Connor with the National School Choral Award. Since its inauguration in 1954, the John Philip Sousa Band Award has been given to thousands of outstanding high school band students. The student has been a member of the symphonic band and pep band for 4 years. For 2 years, he has led the percussion section. He's a member of the National Triad Music Honor Society. Today we celebrate and honor Alejandro Brent with the John Philip Sousa Band Award. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award was introduced in 1974 to honor the outstanding jazz musician who exhibits superior dedication, musicianship, and creativity. This student has some killer chops on the trumpet, trombone, French horn, and tuba. He's arranged several charts and is often found noodling on the drum set. His passion to play is infectious to the point of spontaneous jam sessions in the music rooms. This year we celebrate and honor John Morales with the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. Senior certificates in drama go to Aidan McKenna and Thomas O'Connor. This student has dedicated much of his school life to the drama program on stage in 8 productions and in class. He has become a leader in our artistic community, an example of brotherhood here at Serra and in tri-school productions. In recognition of his achievement and outstanding contributions to the success of the program, the tri-school production staff is proud to present Michael Kamenis with a Tri-Stars Stella Scholarship Award. The Medal for Dramatic Art is given to a student who exemplifies tremendous scholarship, artistry, and dedication to the dramatic arts here at Serra. This year, the award goes to a student who has taken his love and appreciation for drama from the classroom and stage outside of school and brought back what he has learned to the community. I am proud to say that this year, the Serra Graduation Medal for Drama also goes to Michael Kamenis.
The honorable mention for the Senior Graduation Medal for Dramatic Arts goes to Thomas O'Connor.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for attending this award ceremony. Tonight, I will be announcing some senior athletic awards. The first group of award winners will be our CCS Scholar athletes. These athletes have a cumulative 7-semester unweighted GPA of 3.75 and above and are also a member of a varsity sport. Here are the award winners. Justin Anderson, Mateo Avesia, Connor Brady, Alejandro Brent, John Brozovic, Nicholas Button, Brian Chen, Miles Chang, Gavin Costa, William Denning, Lucas Degoni, Jackson Furukawa, Dylan Glass, Thomas Gould, Kellen Hutchinson, Rami Ishmael, Remington Jansen, Patrick Keegren, Cheyenne Kothari, Joseph Lee, Ronan Manning, Joseph Masher, Taishi Matsunaga, Nikolai Meinswingle, Tyler Molyneux, Chad Morrison, Andrew Mortazavi, Eric Myers, Ian Naptian, Ryan O, Jackson Oram, Aditya Pathik, Alejandro Sandoval, Rafael Luis Santos, Joseph Scatena, Julian Schaefer, Tyler Sacra Maglia, Ivan Torres, Patrick Walsh. The next award being announced is the Shea Sportsmanship Award. This award is a sportsmanship award that has been given annually since 1947 to an outstanding senior athlete at Serra High School. In 1966, the award was named for Serra alum James P. Shea from the class of 1958, who was classified as killed in action in the Vietnam War. This is the highest honor that Serra confers on a graduating student athlete. The athletes are nominated by the head coach of each sport and then voted upon by those coaches. The criteria for the award is they have to show good sportsmanship, they have to demonstrate above average athletic skill, they have to possess a cumulative GPA of 2.0 or better, and demonstrate a positive Christian attitude. The 2021 nominees for this award are Nico Button, Gavin Costa, Will Denning, Chad Morrison, Eric Myers, Ryan O, and Ivan Torres. And the winner of the 2021 Shea Sportsmanship Award is Gavin Costa. Thank you so much for attending tonight, and congratulations to all the award winners.
Hello, Mrs. Gadosi and myself, Mrs. Zuhar, are happy this evening to celebrate the California Scholarship Federation Life members at Serra. CSF is known as a statewide academic honors organization whose purpose is to recognize students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement. CSF membership is based on qualifying grades that are earned each semester. A life member or seal bearer is a student who has earned at least 4 semesters of membership based on grades earned in 10th through 12th grades, with one of the semesters based on senior grades. We would like to honor 65 seniors in the class of 2021 who have earned this recognition. Congratulations, gentlemen. Okay, Justin Anderson, Mateo Avacia, Connor Brady, Alejandro Brent, Nicholas Button, Jonah Camacho, Matthew Camicha, Nicholas Carmichael, Matthew Serza, Brian Chen, Jonathan Cheng, Miles Cheng, Owen Christensen, Matthew Chulian, Gavin Costa, Dante Coy, William Denning, Lance Dorn, Lucas Degoni, Jackson Furukawa, Dylan Glass, Thomas Gould, Shane Healy, Owen Huang, Remington Jansen, Michael Kamenis, Daniel Kazarian, Patrick Keegren, Cheyenne Kathari, Cody Cusack, Joseph Lee, Andrew Liang, and Fezului Luilamanga.
Ronan Manning, Taishi Matsunaga, Aiden McIntyre, Nikolai Meiswinkel, Nishal Melwani, Max Mendenhall, Ethan Menner, Tyler Molyneux, Chad Morrison, Eric Myers, Ian Napatayan, Liam O'Brien, Ryan O, Jackson Oram, Nikitas Panayotu, Aditya Bathak, Durgis Warren Reddy, Isaac Robles, Jackson Sanders, Alejandro Sandoval, Rafael Luis Santos, Joey Scatena, Julian Schaffner, Tyler Scarmaglia, Dylan Shaw, Eric Stump, Jacob Thorell, Ivan Torres, Josh Tusekoa, Jason Villar, Christopher Weslow, Felix Zhang. Congratulations, young men.
Hello, my name is Jane Zuha, and I'm one of the co-advisors of the National Honor Society, along with Mrs. Karen Gadosi. The National Honor Society recognizes outstanding high school students. NHS serves to honor students who achieve excellence in the 4 pillars that NHS is built on: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. We are presenting the NHS Honor Stoles to 61 of our seniors to wear with their cap and gown. I want to recognize their scholarship, leadership, character, and also thank them for their service to the Serra community. Congratulations. Justin Anderson, Mateo Avacia, Noah Beheshti, Connor Brady, Alejandro Brent, John Brazovich, Nicholas Button, Jonah Camacho, Matthew Camicha, Nicholas Carmichael, Matthew Serza, Brian Chen, Peter Chen, Jonathan Cheng, Miles Cheng, Matthew Chulian, Gavin Costa,
William Denning, Lucas Degoni, Jackson Furukawa, Dylan Glass, Thomas Gould, Owen Huang, Kellen Hutchinson, Rami Ismail, Michael Kamenis, Daniel Kazarian, Patrick Keegren, Cheyenne Kathari, Joseph Lee, Marco Lizito, Vezu Louis Lamunga.
Ronan Manning, Joseph Masher, Taishi Matsunga, Matt Matucci, Nikolai Meiswinkel, Ethan Menner, John Morales Samatia, Chad Morrison, Eric Myers, Liam O'Brien, Ryan O, Jackson Oram, Pablo Ocio, Nikitas Panayiotou, Aditya Pathak, Kyle Potts, Alejandro Sandoval, Rafael Santos, Joseph Scatena, Julian Schaffner, Tyler Skrmaglia, Dylan Shaw, Eric Stump, Jacob Thorell, Ivan Torres, Josh Tuseoka, Jason Villar, Christopher Wesselow, Jake Wolf, Felix Zhang. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Lee, and I am the Dean of Studies at Serra High School. I will be presenting the award winners for an outstanding performance on standardized tests. Every year, our juniors and seniors take the SAT and the ACT. This year, we have a number of students who scored a perfect score on either the SAT or the ACT. This year, we have 3 students who scored a perfect 800 score on the SAT Math Subject Test. They are Cheyenne Kathari, Tashi Matsunaga, and Aditya Pathak. We also have 1 student who scored a perfect 36 score on the ACT Reading Test. That is Dylan Shaw. The PSAT is another standardized test administered by the College Board and co-sponsored by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. Approximately 2 million juniors take the PSAT each year. The scores from the PSAT are then used to determine eligibility and qualification into various recognition and scholarship programs. The National Hispanic Recognition Program recognizes approximately 5,000 Hispanic Latino juniors each year with outstanding scores on the PSAT. This year, the National Merit Recognition Program winner is Justin Anderson. The National Merit Scholarship Program also recognizes outstanding scores on the PSAT. The top 50,000 students who took the PSAT are recognized as commended students. This year, we have quite a few National Merit Commended Student winners. They are Justin Anderson, Miles Chang, Cheyenne Kathari, Tashi Matsunaga, Rafael Luis Santos, and Dylan Shaw.
Just recently, we received 2 updates from the College Board regarding the National Merit Scholarship Program. Ronan Manning has become a National Merit Scholarship Program finalist. Congratulations, Ronan. Additionally, we are pleased to announce that Aditya Pathak has received a National Merit Scholarship. Congratulations, Aditya. The General Scholastic Excellence Graduation Medal is given every year to the student who achieves the highest academic accomplishments in the senior class. This year we had a number of students to choose from, and the selection process was very challenging to say the least. In the end, we chose 2 students who collectively earned a 4.0 unweighted and 4.7 weighted grade point averages. Together, they achieved these grades while taking a combined 38 honors or advanced placement classes. They completed all the Serra mathematics coursework in junior year, so they continued their math classes through a local community college. They also earned perfect scores of 5 out of 5 in 11 advanced placement tests in junior year alone. They both earned multiple graduation medals this evening in different departments. This year's recipients of the General Scholastic Excellence Award are Aditya Pathak and Cheyenne Kotari, ex aequo. Congratulations, Aditya and Cheyenne. Every year, Serra selects 3 valedictorians to represent the senior class at various end-of-year events. The senior class participated in the selection, which includes an academic component and a personal statement. You have heard their names announced several times today, and they represent all that is best about Serra. The valedictorians for the class of 2021 are Cheyenne Kotari, Justin Anderson, and Nico Button. Congratulations. We've asked each of these gentlemen to speak at one of the senior events this year. Justin Anderson spoke at the Senior Mother-Son Mass. Nico Button will speak at the graduation ceremony on Saturday. And Cheyenne Kotari will speak here today. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce one of Serra's 3 valedictorians for the class of 2021, Cheyenne Kotari.
Before I begin, I'd like to extend a thank you to those who have helped me earn this opportunity to speak before all of you today. The administration, all faculty, teachers, my family, coaches, and of course, my friends in the class of 2021. It is an honor to be named valedictorian and forever represent what I will always consider to be the most special class in the history of Serra High School. On this Senior Academic Awards Night, we are here to celebrate the many achievements our talented seniors have made in the classroom. Today marks the culmination of 4 years of tireless studying for tests, writing essays, and of course, frantically finishing assignments seconds before they were due because we were too lazy to do them the night before. We should all be so proud of the students we are today. But even though we're here to celebrate our victories in the classroom, it is important to know that our academic triumphs comprise only a small part of our journeys here at Serra. They're important, yes, but the awards that will be given today commemorate much more than our own academic growth. They reflect our personal growth, and that's what I want to focus on today. The lessons, wisdom, and memories we've enriched our lives with during our time at Serra are worth more than any test score or report card, and I mean that. Now, our paths from small, timid freshmen to the men we are today look different for all of us, but there are some common themes that I'm sure we can all agree have defined our Serra years. I'd like to share 3 brief stories from my own path and the lessons I learned from those stories that I hope we can all remember in the years to come. During my freshman year, I took a pretty large risk. I joined the Serra choir. I had never sung before, but having played music all my life, I wanted to be a part of our school's program. The class was very hard for me and the other freshmen at first, and there were times when we'd want to lip sync during some of the exercises and just hide among our peers. The music teacher at the time, Mr. Jordan, however, would always catch us if we tried to lip sync, and then he would force us to sing. It was a struggle at first, yes, but over time we got better, and eventually we didn't feel the need to lip sync or hide in the shadows of the group. We earned a unanimous superior rating at the CMEA Festival. The most valuable takeaway from that year was learning to never lip sync my way through a challenge. Would you be receiving awards tonight had you decided to cower away from a challenge or risk? Another AP class perhaps, a late night of studying, running for student council, trying out for that sports team? You guys know as well as I do, we faced some hard times these last 4 years, and they're not going to stop bothering us in the future. But remember, when life asks us to sing those high notes, even when we feel that we can't do it as Padres have always done, sing loud and proud. During my sophomore year, I, and many of you, experienced one of the greatest Serra moments in history when our basketball team, down 20 points, came back to win the 2019 Jungle Game. We remember those third and fourth quarters, and it just seemed that everything was going our way, and victory was essentially unavoidable. But just minutes before, we were stuck in halftime. The gym was caught in a fraught silence, and there lived a lot of anxiety in our hearts. But in the student section, if you think back hard enough, you'll remember that there was still a spark of hope that refused to die during those minutes in halftime. The moral of this story can be summarized perfectly by a line from the valedictorian speech of my good friend, Justin Anderson. Justin said to live life in the student section. That can mean different things. To live in the moment, to have fun, to be supportive for those who never failed to support you. But at its core, it means to never lose hope. It was that same hope during the Jungle Game that carried us through our first final exams as freshmen, through the first sporting games in a Padres uniform, when you successfully sprinted to class in time to escape another lunch detention. I promise you, you will find yourself stuck in the middle of some obstacle and you will be fearful. But if you want to win the third and fourth quarters, you have to have hope during halftime. This student section will always be there for you, cheering for you, and believing in you. Lastly, and I know I speak for a lot of us when I say this, one of the greatest parts of my 4 years at Serra was getting a sandwich from the sandwich bar. Every day, I'd stand in line with my friends, fooling around, having fun, but then I would always notice how the chef would smile so wide after each student said thank you. One person would say thank you, and then the next, and the next, and each time that smile would grow just a little bit wider, and her day just a little bit brighter. On this awards night, let us never forget to appreciate the little things in life, most important of which is to say thank you to those who have made our lives just a little bit easier. We are indebted to many people here at Serra. The teachers who have dedicated their lives to our education, even during a pandemic. The coaches who believed in us when sometimes we never believed in ourselves. The custodians, and of course, the servers who kept us fed every day at the sandwich line. Our class has a lot to be proud of. We have WCAL championships, soon to be college athletes, future musicians, scholars. We will have so many more successes to celebrate in the future, but we must remember to celebrate those who have sacrificed for us. Because one day, in the future, we will be the first person in that sandwich line, and just like you were in the sandwich line, when you say thank you, the next person in line will follow suit. It's hard to believe our 4 years are done, but as much as this is an end, it's a beginning. Many legends have been made in the halls of Serra. Tom Brady, Barry Bonds, Dr. Megan. It's our turn now. As you leave Mary's courtyard as a student one final time, remember that this community is standing behind you during those scary high notes, those worrisome half times, and of course in the sandwich lines, forever and always. Thank you.
So there we have it. Once again, I would like to congratulate all members of the senior class, especially those who receive awards today. We honor you and we appreciate all that you have done. I would also like to thank all of our presenters who not only guided the process of selecting awards for their department, but also helped mentor and support students either directly or indirectly through their 4 years at Serra. And finally, I would like to acknowledge those who assisted in producing this program, specifically our Registrar, Mrs. Blank, our Social Media and Digital Marketing Manager, Ms. Kirk, our Director of Marketing, Mrs. Strain, and our Webmaster, Mrs. Wilkinson. Their long hours and dedication to this project has made this a very special event for our seniors and their families. Thank you.